Our tip of the week, and it's all about creating your operations manual. And Matt, I know you have had so much experience with this as an operations guy. Let's talk a little bit about why even an agent that is just a real estate agent, maybe doesn't even have an assistant or a team, why do you think they need a written procedures manual?
Well, I think anybody needs it. It really is your blueprint, right? I mean, just quickly, I worked for the Walt Disney Company for years, and most big corporations have ops manuals that are provided for so many reasons, legal reasons for one thing, but it just so anyone can step into any role and do the job. And as a new agent coming in, if you have something that you can follow, you're going to be way ahead of the game. So, it's different than a training, but an ops manual certainly will give you the blueprint and the path that you need to take to get where you need to go.
It's a great point you're making, Matt, because that is kind of the key. We always talk about the E-Myth revisited by Michael Gerber. And one of those key points is setting up your real estate business, that you need to think like a franchise. If you were going to have someone take over your business or train someone or hire someone, here's the challenge, folks. It's all up in your head. As a matter of fact, we talked to Faith Harmer last week in episode 5, and she actually said those words. Before she hired, she realized that she needed to hire someone. And then she realized everything is in my head, and this person is not going to know how to read my mind. So that's how she started to create her systems. So our reasons are what Matt's mentioning. It's your blueprint. You need to have a written procedures manual of your operation so it can be efficient. And you could take a vacation, for example, and somebody could manage your business for you. It really helps you, I think, set the expectations and the standards for everybody if you are building a team. What I have found in helping people create their operations manuals, it ultimately turns into checklists for all their systems, job descriptions for the key people on their team. And then when you hire people like buyer's agents or just agents that are going to buy, list, and sell, they can plug into what you've already done. And a couple things now on just creating it as you go. I wanted to share with you today that we have a free download. We try to give you tools to help you build your business, because remember, folks that are listening, real estate agents, you're not a real estate agent. You're not just a realtor. You own a real estate business. And as Matt said at the top of the tip here, all businesses have operations manuals. So we got something to help you get started with it. We call it our Real Estate Team Builder Tasks and Procedures Template. It's an Excel spreadsheet. Doesn't matter if you're building a team or not. It's going to help you break down the key systems in your business. And for real estate, honestly, my best tip to get started with this is, and this is what I do with all of my clients, is I get them to work on their listing system from A to Z, what they do when they work with a seller, even from a lead to you're going on a listing appointment, all the way prepping for the appointment, all the way through the listing, marketing, servicing the listing, to when you get an offer, to servicing that in escrow, closing the sale, and then what you do to your after the sale program. Now, this template already has, for Las Vegas, we actually work with a good friend of ours, David Squire. It's his model. So we have everything he does from A to Z for a listing, and everything he does from A to Z with a buyer to get you started. That's a download that you can start with today. And our whole philosophy has grown on this. We've taken this template. We're going to give you that for free. And in our team builder program, we've turned it into an operations manual with all online, like through Google Drive, so that the procedures, any procedure that takes more than 2 or 3 steps needs a written procedure.
That's right.
Right. So we'll get you started with that. I'm going to recommend you for real estate folks listening, start with listings and sales, and then you'll build on lead generation, what you do for marketing, database. If you're going to hire an assistant, hire anybody, what's your hiring system? If you're a broker or a team, you want to get into what your recruiting and training and retention systems are. All that needs to be in your operations.
And let me just jump in for a second, just to give you another little piece of food for thought down the line. Once you have your system in place, you're going to want to go back and you want to do some updating of it and go back in and reevaluate your systems. I'm telling you, Ops Manual is going to make you more efficient, first of all, because you're not going to miss steps along the way, and you're going to save save a ton of time. But also, as you refine, it refines and strengthens your processes and systems, and really makes your business better over time too. If you don't just build it once and then never look at it again, or don't use it again. So it can be something that not only helps you out in the beginning as you grow, but it really helps you continue to grow and solidify what you already have.
Right. And the keys here, folks, once you have it, you have something for your exit strategy. You have something to sell. It's one of the keys to the exit strategy. We'll talk about other ones in future podcasts, other keys that you need in your business so that you can actually sell it or train someone to take it over, as we mentioned. And also, last tip on this, it's overwhelming. When I work with people, Matt, they're like, how can I even begin to do this? I'm already so busy. And so here's the deal. You take time and you build it as you go.
There you go.
If you have nothing right now, that's why I'm recommending that you start with what we're going to give you for listings and sales. You customize that. If you have an assistant, you get the assistant to start building any of the written procedures. Like step 1, here's how I get all of my photos ordered with this company, and here's all the places that they go online when I take a listing and I get the professional photography done. Everything has steps, so just have your assistant do it as you're actually taking a listing, and you go through and you work on it together. Then over time, it may take you 3 months, it may take you 6 months, it may take you all the rest of this year. By at the end of the year, if you do it as you go, you'll have a written procedures manual that you could use and refine, as Matt said. So that's our tip for episode 6. It's how to create your operations manual. And don't forget to go to the show notes at WBNLpodcast.com and get that free template to get you started. Do not procrastinate on this very important piece to running your business.
Just do it.